The County Commission looked hard and long before we made the decision to change from our conventional 2-day-a-week system to an automated system picking up garbage 1 day a week. And we came to the conclusion that the automated system, it's safer, it's less expensive, and it's more efficient than the present manual system. It saves our customers $36 million over the next 7 years. And it provides them with a free of charge, first-class garbage container. This system is going to encourage recycling, and it will help our county reduce its dependence on the landfill. And it's going to help us meet the state's requirement to recycle 75% of our waste by the year 2020. And actually, this system, it's a first step in moving towards what we call a pay-as-you-throw system.
About 2 years ago, the state legislature passed a law that said that counties needed to go from 30% recycling rate to a 75% recycling rate. What that means is waste that needs to be diverted from a landfill. So they wanted to divert from 30% up to 75% by the year 2020. That's very ambitious. No state in the United States recycles 75%. Even places like California that have been recycling for 50 years haven't done it. But we want to try to meet the state's goal. And part of that is through automation. The automated system provides every household with a 95-gallon cart. And there's a financial incentive there to recycle, because if you generate more than 95 gallons, you've got to buy or purchase an additional cart and pay for that additional disposal. But if you recycle, you won't get charged any more money. And that's where we're eventually headed to what's called as pay-as-you-throw. And we would provide 3 different garbage carts, 35, 65, and 95 gallons, and the rates would be tiered appropriately. So you'd pay the least amount with the 35-gallon cart, the highest amount with the 95-gallon cart. But if you recycle, you wouldn't pay any additional. So recycling will be encouraged financially.
Yeah, the old way of picking up garbage was utilizing a rear-load truck with one man on the back of the truck and the driver. And it's been done that way for years. The new trucks are very safe. Recently, we had an employee that was involved in a catastrophic accident where he lost his legs when he was hit in the rear end. And prior to that, our trucks were hit by other cars, so our main objective is to get the employee out of harm's way. And while we're doing that, we're going to have a cleaner truck that's powered by compressed natural gas, the first of its kind in Polk County, and the first of its kind in Central Florida. On top of that, it allows us to drive down the cost of operation. In our recent competitive bid process, we were over 25% less expensive than the next highest bidder. And the reason is because of the automated trucks and because of our natural gas fueling.
The rates went down with automated for several reasons. Number one, the garbage truck only comes around once where it used to come twice. Now you still get yard trash and bulk pickup and recycling pickups, so you're still getting 3 pickups a week rather than 4. But overall the rate went down because the truck had to drive by. Even though most residents didn't put their garbage out twice, the trucks still drove by. So now the trucks don't have to drive by. So ultimately the rate went down about $20 per household per year, and that equates to about $6 to $7 million a year for the next 7 years.
First and foremost, we have an in-mold label on the lid of each container, which gives you complete instructions on the program, the process that you need to follow, any information and items that can't go in the can, also phone numbers to call. That's the most user-friendly item, right, just from what you can and cannot put in the can. From a maneuverability standpoint, specifically we have a foot tilt in the back of the container that can be used to tilt the container back to move it to the curb. What helps with that also is the wheels that Polk County has chosen to go with, which is our 12-inch rubberized wheel. It's a bigger wheel, it's going to move better for you, and it's also going to be quieter than some of the other wheels and carts that you see throughout different neighborhoods. Containers also have instructions on here with arrows showing you which way to face the container for automated collection pickup. And then lastly, each container is identified with a serial number and a barcode, which is associated to a specific house. Therefore, service verification can take place when the hauler, Florida Refuse, is picking up the container.
Yeah, and in partnership with Polk County, we've come up with a very methodical plan to distribute the carts. There's over 140,000 of them. You just can't put them out in a day. So we're delivering up to about 4,000 carts a day, and we're hoping that all the carts get distributed within a 7-week process by the end of October. In the event that you don't get a cart or your cart's missing a literature, just call our office, 863-665-1489, and we'll be sure to make sure that you get the materials you need. As with any change, you have to try it first. And we have this system in over 55,000 customers across Polk County already. And in every case, once they get it and they learn how to use it, it's an excellent system. It's cleaner looking, makes the neighborhoods look better, and we are committed to making sure that this change is as smooth as it can be.
Each cart has a brochure that's in a bag that's attached to the cart, and so if you open that, you should be able to read all the information. It'll tell you what your day is, because that's one of the changes, is that your garbage, yard trash, and recycling now all happen on one day, and we call it your day. And so just read that pamphlet. It'll have the cart in there. It should tell you what goes in the cart, what doesn't, what your day is.
Polk County and Republic Services are committed to making sure that we service each customer 100% of the time. That's our minimum standard.